our national anthem. Rick, I think in this 7th grade contest, we're going to have a good one between North and Central. Both teams very similar and very competitive.
Yeah, looking forward to this matchup. You're right, Kevin. It's on paper looks like a very evenly matched. Both teams kind of go with 3 guards and 2 forwards. Make up, and it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out.
North is the home team, dressed in the white uniforms trimmed in silver and red. Central in the black uniforms trimmed in white. Tipping for North will be Garrett Messer.
Micah Robertson for Central.
And it is controlled by Central. Setting up the offense will be Ethan Watts. Point guard. Goes high right side to John Wilson. Man-to-man defense by North. Little pick and roll. Jump shot good by Micah Robertson.
Yeah, good execution there, running just the basic offense that the high school runs, flow, and Ethan McComb did a good job of using the screen by Micah Robertson and got him the ball, and Micah put it in.
Three-pointer for the North Trojans, off the mark by Ankney, cleared out by Central. Central with the penetration by McComb. Takes it to the corner. Ethan Watt, couple of dribbles. Around the perimeter, high right side. Penetration by Wilson. Shot is off the mark, cleared out by North. Ankney with the rebound. He'll push quickly. Takes it left wing extended. Out on top. Baker goes back to Ankney. Gets a screen from House. Nice pick and roll. And 2 points for Tyler House.
Yeah, another good job there. The exact same thing that Central did on the other side. Ankney got a good screen from House, and House did a good job of rolling to the basket, and he put in the first bucket for North.
So we're tied at 2 apiece here in this 7th grade ball game between North and Central. 4:21 to play in the opening quarter. And traveling called against Central's Ethan Watts, and he knew it.
Yeah, and right there, just keeping his eyes open, and Robertson was open off of that screen again.
Ankney gets another high screen, this time from Messer. Shot is off the mark, gets his own rebound, tries it again, just rolled it off. He's fouled, and Marcus Ankney at the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
Yeah, good job by Ankney of following his shot, and first one was off, and he did a good job of getting a rebound and then put it back up and got fouled.
Foul goes against Ethan Watt. Friendly roll there for Ankney. North takes its first lead of the ball game, 3-2. As Ankney sets and fires on the next one and left it short. On the rebound, Central. 3-2, North leads Central. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. We're at Center Grove High School in the Vandy Center tonight for this rivalry matchup. Kevin Conrad along with Rick Embry. And a three is off the mark by Wilson. Cleared out by North. Should say that was a shot off the mark by, that was Wilson. Now penetration by 5. That is Owen Baker. And he is called for steps.
Yeah, just took a little step. I think he thought he was going to get challenged on the shot more than he did. And he drove to the lane, did a good job there, but just took an extra step and got called for traveling.
Watt across the timeline. Takes it high right side to Wilson. He'll drive. The runner in the lane. Short. Good defense by Tyler House. Smelsley. Step back by Baker. Now off to Ankney. Rick trying to set up that pick and roll. It's worked once to perfection here for North, and now we see a foul called against Central. And if that's 24, that's Ethan Watt. That'll be number 2 against Watt. Nope, 21. Caden York picks up the foul. His first, team second.
Yeah, it's kind of similar in football when they run the same offense. You see a lot of the same plays because they're trying to run the offense that Coach Hahn and his staff plays. Nice spin move by Ankney in the lane.
His first basket. He's got 3 points in the ball game, and North now leads it 5-2. 2:45 to go here in the first.
Ankney's been very aggressive so far on the offensive end, and Marcus has always been a very talented player in this class, and he's come out to play tonight. Ethan McComb, deep.
Wow, big shot. McComb ties the game at 5 apiece.
Yeah, and Ethan's always been a very good shooter in this class as well. Looks like Messer's probably going to get charged. Yep, with the illegal screen there. Coach Moore over here from the Central side's been talking to the officials about some of the North screens aren't completely set, and he got one of those calls right there. But Ethan McComb, nice 3-point shot at the other end.
First foul against North. We're tied at 5 apiece in the 7th grade rivalry game between North and Central. North, your home team in the white uniforms. Central, the visitors in the black uniforms. 2:05 to play in the first quarter. Oh, another nice pick and roll and a foul against North. And going to the line will be Micah Robertson for 2 free throws.
Yeah, another nice bounce pass by Ethan McComb to Micah, and Micah took it strong to the basket. Micah's just one that's he's continued to improve as he continued to grow. He's a tall kid. He's got some huge feet, and I'm looking forward to watching Micah continue to grow. He's a fantastic kid, very respectful, and always works hard in practice and in games.
Hits the first free throw. And, Rick, who was that last foul on? Did you catch a number? I did not.
I didn't either.
That's okay. Robertson hits both free throws, and Central back in front 7-5. Central led early 2-zip, and then it was all North going in front 5-2, and since then Central has scored a couple of baskets to take a 2-point lead. A missed shot by North, and Coach Moore said for that Central team, let's push it. On the baseline, York rotates it around the perimeter.
Good ball movement by Central, and they got a nice open shot, and McComb hits another one.
Deadeye. He's got 2 of them, and it's 10-5.
But that was just great ball movement. They swung the ball around, no unnecessary dribbling, and that's why he got an open shot.
10-5, Central with its largest lead of 5 points. 1:20 to play. We're in the first quarter. Again, Ethan McComb has hit 2 3-pointers to put Central in front. Now Ankney's going to try to match with a 3, down and out. Had a good look at it. Out of bounds at last touch, Central.
Yeah, I think that went off of Robertson as he went up to try to get the rebound.
Coach Moore says about his Central 7th grade team, again, they're 7-6. Good shooting team, very unselfish. Getting better as far as being more physical and also doing a better job rebounding. Had some big wins against a very good Greenwood team, and also won in overtime at Columbus Central. Ankney, spin move, jump shot short. Rebound North. Schmosley was able to pull it out for the Trojans. 3 at the top of the perimeter. Owen Baker misses on the rebound, Central. John Wilson with the rebound, and he'll push it across the timeline. Now we'll slow things up. Coach Moore yells out the play. Loud pass goes right back to Wilson. Out on top, and it goes over and back. So the violation against Central.
Yeah, Central's done a much better job here in the last. Here comes wholesale changes for North. Coach Brown didn't like what he saw as far as the effort and the hustle, and completely new 5 in here for Center Grove North.
Coach Brown says they will play 9 players. They go deep on the bench. He said the strength of their 4 and 5 team is guard play. Several players equally talented at the guard spot. Again, like I said before, they go deep on the bench. He said the county this year very, very strong. Maybe one of the best he's seen at the 7th grade level. Clark Pleasant, Greenwood, Franklin all have.
6 seconds left in the first quarter here. North, I don't think. Oh, nice pass.
And they score.
Nice pass. Gilliam to Murphy underneath for a bucket at the end to give North a little bit of momentum going into the first quarter break.
Yeah, 10-7. North trails Central here in this opening quarter. The sponsor of tonight's game, is the Center Grove Hardwood Club. They support the entire boys basketball program, from the youth league to the varsity team. The financial support from family members and sponsorships is reinvested in equipment, training, and the overall Center Grove basketball experience for all the players and fans. For more information about the Center Grove Hardwood Club, visit them online at cghardwoodclub.org. Again, a big thank you to the Center Grove Basketball Hardwood Club for 21 Sheets, TFS Technology, Cryotherapy Associates, Duke Homes, Stewart and Evans Wealth Management Group of Raymond James, Midwest Center for Joint Replacement, and Jeff Paxson Real Estate. Rick, we're ready for the second quarter. Central in front, 10-7. North with the basketball. They go quickly inside to Parker Doyle, and he lost it.
Yeah, a few new faces in there for Central as well. Merrick Oganowski, Zach Greller, and Kyle Williams in for Central. Same five that ended the quarter in there for North: Murphy, Schott, Gilliam, Wright, and Doyle. Ethan McComb again open.
He's three in a row. 3 for 3. He's got 9 points. Makes it 13-7 Central. We've got a good one here in the 7th grade rivalry game.
Yeah, just a very good job of finding him. He's open. Owen Wright now shoots a 3.
Whistle, foul against Central.
Yeah, I think that was against Zach Greller, but just a big body in there for North. Schott has come in there and did a good job of getting a rebound there and got fouled on the rebound.
Foul on the floor, so North will trigger it in under its own basket to throw it out on top. Gilliam, left-handed dribble, sets the offense. Bounce pass, got away from the receiver. Central comes up with a loose ball. Wilson will slow things up. I mean, the best offense for Central right now is the pick and roll or McComb from 3. This time they go inside to Greller. He left it short. Whistle on the play. A foul called against Central.
Greller just got his second foul there. Just left that one a little bit short. Good job of rolling on the pick and roll. Good pass from Oganowski, and Zach just left that a little short.
Rick, just looking at our Facebook Live comments, fans from all over. Cleveland, Columbus, fans from around the United States. Sometimes we get worldwide at times. Gilliam, double team momentarily. Now being checked by McComb with the right-handed dribble. Bounce pass goes to the wing. Jacob Murphy.
Just very good help side defense by Central. Specifically, Kyle Williams did a good job there of coming over and helping when Murphy looked like he got around his man.
Murphy, did he change pivot foots?
Yeah, he took an extra step there. Just very good defense on Central. Here comes the starting 5 back in there for North, and then Ethan Watt in for John Wilson for Central. So you got McComb, Watt, Greller, Oganowski, Williams for Central, Schmelsley, Hankney, Baker, Messer, and House for North. Nice drive to the lane. And there's Ethan McComb again.
11 points for McComb.
Right there, they were overplaying him to come off of that screen. He did a very good job of just going baseline. Nice little runner there.
15-7 Central with
good
the lead.
Good job there.
Great recognition.
Schmelsley to Messer. Very good job.
First basket for Messer. 15-9. Central leads it. 3.5 minutes to play here in the opening half. We're at the Vandy Center at Center Grove High School, and McComb, he's 3 for 3, and this time he's human. He missed one, and on the putback by Greller doesn't go. Quickly the other way, Ankney takes it to the corner. Baseline drive by number 5. That is Baker. And
nice shot. Nice shot.
Is good.
Owen Baker.
His first basket.
Did a good job of remaining patient. Didn't force anything underneath the basket. Dribbled all the way through. They were standing off of him, and he did a nice job in a little 12-footer. Zach Greller now. Blocking call looks like on Messer. So you hear a couple names out here, Kevin, of guys that you're calling on Friday nights. Zach Greller, younger brother of Ben Greller Jr., and you'll hear Parker Doyle, younger brother of Lucas Doyle, another junior as well.
First free throw by Zach Greller is good. One more coming for Greller. And he gets the next one as well. 17-11. Central leads North. 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Ankney. Now to Baker. On the perimeter, Smosley. A few dribbles. Goes right back to Ankney. Ankney, step back. Jumper, good. Very impressive.
Nice smooth shot by Marcus. Didn't force anything, and good job there of hitting the bucket. And then Owen Baker with the hustle play knocks the ball out of bounds with deflection. Robertson and York re-enter for Central. So now Central, 4 of their 5 starters from today are back in.
17-13. Central in front. 2.5 minutes to play. We're in the second quarter, and it's taken away.
Baker with the steal. Gets it up ahead to Ankney.
And he puts it up with the right hand short. Cleared out by Central. With the clear out is Caden York. Finds his point guard. That is Ethan Watts. Cross-court pass. 3 on the way. Off the mark by Wilson. Ankney with the rebound.
Good open shot by Wilson. It just didn't go down.
Smosley trying to find, cutting to the basket, Tyler House, and threw it a little high and behind him, and House couldn't handle it.
Yeah, just a little bit too tough for him. If he'd got a little air underneath of that, it might have, House might have been able to come up with it. And a little pressure here by North.
Full court pressure. Last couple of minutes here in the first half, and North trails 17-13. Left wide open. 3 is too hard by Ethan Watts. On the rebound, a whistle and a foul call.
Yeah, I think that's 3 on Messer. That's who that was on.
It is Garrett Messer. 3 fouls, and Messer will go to the bench.
So Doyle and Owen Wright enter for North.
Gilliam almost gets the steal off the out-of-bounds play.
Hey, Trojan!
Three-pointer. Wilson, nothing but net. His first basket. Central by 7.
And that was a very good job. He got his hands and he got his feet ready. And that's talk all the time with younger kids about you get that ready, and then if somebody gives you a good pass, then you're able to get that shot up quickly. And that's exactly what he did there. It didn't take him long to get that off, and paid off for him with the three-pointer.
Caden York guilty of a foul for Central. His second foul, team's 5th. Central leads North by 7 points, 20-13. This is the 7th grade rivalry game. 1:15 to play here in the second quarter. Gillian, high right side with the pass to Owen Wright. Wright gets a high screen from House, and now he nearly had it taken away. A scramble for the loose ball, and Central comes up with a great effort by Watts to come up with the loose ball, and now the ball was deflected by North. Here come the North Trojans on the attack. Shot missed. Owen Baker just couldn't finish.
Yeah, I think he was trying to draw some contact there, and ref said they just got on top of the ball, and
cutting to the basket. Caden York fouled.
Box two.
First foul against Tyler House of North. 5 team fouls against North. Rick, they could go for one. Maybe not.
Nope.
When you're shooting a 3 like that, keep shooting.
Man, that's their 4th three-pointer For three-pointer, Wilson's got 2 in this quarter, and then McComb's got 3 for the game, and that right now is the difference in the ball game. They're outside shooting between Wilson and McComb.
10-point lead by Central, 23-13.
Nice pass by Gilliam to House.
House scores his 4th point, 23-15. And that brings us to halftime here at the Vandy Center. Great opening half between North and Central in the 7th grade rivalry game. Coming up next,
and that's a cool part of this game.
Coach Round talks about Marcus Ankney for North. He said the team captain in charge of running the offense, great player, great ball handling skills, and really good sense seeing the floor with his passing. He's been very, very good tonight here for the North squad. So out of the timeout, Central with the basketball. Baseline drive. York. Good defense by Smelsley to cut off the baseline. Rotating around the perimeter.
Yeah, and Central still trying to figure out a little bit the best way to attack this.
McComb wide open.
That's one way.
Hits another 3. It's 4 of them.
That's the one guy you can't leave open. I mean, he's missed his first shot here in the second half, but then drained another one, and that if he gets his feet set, it's almost automatic.
Quick timeout called by Coach Round of North. Not happy with the defensive sequence that time for North. Just didn't rotate over. They lost McComb, and I'm sure that was a big part of his halftime speech.
Yeah, you got two guys that can really shoot the ball between McComb and Wilson, and those are the 2 guys that you can't allow to get free. And with a zone defense, a lot of times you're going to get those opportunities if you pass the ball, rotate the ball back and forth a few times. You're going to get that, and that was good patience by Central. And they got one of those 2 guys, Ethan McComb, is heated up tonight.
But Rick, I've been very impressed with North's energy here in the second half. Coming out of that locker room, they've been very energized at both ends of the court. So they're making a run at Central. But that 3 by McComb finally put them on the scoreboard here in the second half. Out of the timeout, Ankney goes to work quickly and scores again. I got him for 9 points in the ball game.
Yep.
He's the top scorer for North with 9, and McComb has 14 for Central. 26-21. North down by 5, and jump shot is good by Micah Robertson. 6 points for Micah.
Yeah, just no hesitation there. Micah did a good job. He was on the baseline, got a good pass, and no hesitation, confident to shoot the ball, and it went in.
28-21, Central by 7. Ankney, quite a bit of dribbling.
Good hustle by York.
Knocked away, and 3 bodies on the floor.
York, Robertson, and Messer all on the floor.
Arrow says it belongs to North.
Yeah, Central got the ball at the start of the half, so.
Smelsley will throw it in here for North. And
you're going to get a hold there on somebody.
Out on top. Foul against Central. 21. Caden York, his 3rd. First foul against Central. North trailing by 7. 3:15 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Ankney looking to go baseline. Good defense by Watts. Smelsley goes to the elbow. Messer, and
Watt was able to knock that one away. Now Wilson goes down the court.
Oh, nice left hand. Good try. Just rolled it off. House with the rebound. Baker flips it back to Ankney. Fakes the 3. And
he walked.
Steps. Shuffled the feet.
Marcus hesitated a little bit there instead of just popping that one. He had an open look at a 3 and tried to drive it around there and turned it over.
Ball tipped out of bounds. Good hustle. Owen Baker was able to tip that one out of bounds. Three-pointer. Watts hit that back point, kicks out long. Ankney fouled in the open courts.
Micah Robertson on the foul. Probably a good foul because Ankney, he gets by Micah, he probably has a layup down there. So not a bad foul, especially if you're not in foul trouble.
Baker.
Good penetration and
corner.
kick.
Yeah, nice execution. Tyler House, 6 points.
Yeah, and another good job of just being ready to shoot the ball. And Baker drew the defense over, and House got a nice easy jumper and knocked it in.
North trails Central by 5, 28-23. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Watts in the lane. Throws it out on top. Shot on the perimeter by Wilson.
Sky hook. Micah Robertson.
Well done by Robertson. 8 points. He's got 4 here in the third quarter. 30-23. Central by 7. North getting ready to bring in some wholesale changes in just a moment.
Yeah, and after that initial spurt by North where they cut it down to 4, Central's now kicked it back up there until that jumper by Ankney.
Ankney, 11 points. First player for North in double figures. 30-25 Central.
Substitutions, both groups. New five in for North, and 3 new ones in for Central. Greller, Oganowski, Williams in for Central. Wright, Gilliam, Murphy, Doyle, and Schott in for North. Oh, and they got a turnover. Brought in the North. That's what happens when you bring in a fresh 5. Those guys got a little bit more energy and pressed and caused Central to speed things up a little bit and got a turnover.
New point guard, Jacob Murphy. A.J. Patton, number 2. Gilliam.
Owen Wright, number 2.
Oh.
Yep. Bradley Gilliam.
Nice looking shot. Drains it. His first basket. Brad Gilliam pulls North within 2, Rick. 30-28. Final 40 seconds of the third quarter. McComb with the jump stop. Oganowski being guarded heavily by number 2. That's Owen Wright.
Yeah, they're gotten after it. This group is definitely, Coach Summers talked about preaching more energy and more effort, and right now this group's giving it to him. Nice bucket by Zach Greller.
His first field goal. He's got 4 points in the ball game. 32-28. North trails Central by 4. Gilliam had it knocked away. Here come the Trojans from Central, and traveling called. Kyle Williams travels with the basketball.
Kyle just got ahead of himself a little bit there, but Greller did a good job. He got a nice bucket, and then he came down the court and got the turnover off the deflection.
30-second timeout called by.
Little run here, especially at the end. You got a bucket from House, and then you got a 3-pointer by Gilliam to cut into that lead.
The 4, and let's see what they can do coming out of this timeout.
I guess they're going to get it to Gilliam and have him go and try to get an easy bucket. Right there.
Gilliam across the timeline.
Murphy for 3. Oh, he banks it in.
Did he call bank? I don't believe so. And now Central, they're going to be called for traveling into the quarter.
They didn't start the clock until after that.
Begin things here in the fourth quarter. Central with the basketball in front by 1 point, 32-31. They had a 10-point lead in the first half. It's down to 1. Quick shot here for Central to begin the fourth quarter. Shot off the mark by Oganowski, and on the Rebound and loose ball there. We have a foul against Central. Zach Greller, his third foul.
Yeah, North, this group here of 5 that they brought in with a couple of minutes left in that third quarter is really giving them the spark, mainly on the defensive end. They've done a good job of playing tight, and now they have the opportunity to take the lead.
Really pressuring the ball. Owen Wright. And now Central, they do come up with a steal. Again, they've elevated their play here in the fourth quarter. The intensity much better. Oganowski throws it to the corner. Whistle, foul call.
Tipped away by Murphy, out of bounds.
Tipped
Central
out of
ball.
bounds, okay.
Can't believe you can't see through Coach Moore here.
Should we ask him to take a seat?
You can ask. I don't know if it's going to happen. Yeah, he's got his hands on him, Owen Wright. Got a foul right there against Owen Wright, against Oganowski.
One of the teams first against North. 5 minutes to play in this one. Central clinging to a 1-point lead, 32-31. Nearly came up with a steal on that entry pass.
Yeah, Doyle with a deflection, but went right back to Central. Yeah, that's going to be an illegal screen.
Illegal screen against Central.
Hey, we're in Arizona, watch for the catch.
They do put that one on Kyle Williams, his first. Couple of substitutions here for Coach Moore. And North has a chance to take its first lead since leading at 5-2 back in the first quarter. Owen Wright down the lane, scores his first basket.
Nice little move by Owen.
Hey, Arizona!
And Rick, North with its first lead since 5-2 in the first quarter.
Good ball game, Kevin.
33-32, North by 1. This is the 7th grade game. 8th grade coming up next. Good defense out on top by Cole Robinson. And now a foul called against the North Trojans. Owen Wright picks up his second foul. And a fresh 5, Rick, coming in for North. Coach said they go about 9-10 deep, and that's what he's been doing tonight.
Yeah, and really that second 5 there with Robinson, Gilliam, Wright, all gave them a good spark there, and now the starters are back in for Central. North.
Yeah, the starters back in
Both
for North.
for both teams, actually.
Yeah, Central's got their starters in there, and going underneath with the pass. He just couldn't quite hang on to it. A good idea. Oganowski was cutting, and he was open, but just couldn't handle the pass. Largest lead for North tonight was 5-2 by 3, and they're up by 1 now, so they got a chance to match it. Shot fake by Baker. Ankney to the free throw line, terminates the dribble.
Well, and they can stay patient as well. They got the lead, and just make sure they hunt for a good shot.
North staying patient down the lane, going all the way
Nice
with the
move.
left hand
Owen
scoring.
Baker.
Is Owen Baker, 6 points for Baker.
That's just a pretty move there by Owen. Just got around the defense, used the left hand well, and North takes a 3-point lead.
35-32 North. 3-point advantage, 3:15 to play in the ball game. Perimeter shot off the mark. Pretty good look at it, just missed it. Ethan Watts.
Messer with a good rebound. Now Baker drives again. Gets
Before the
fouled out on
shot.
the floor.
Yeah, on the floor. Foul against Wilson.
I think it's on. Yep, you're right.
John Wilson. His first foul, team's 5th. And Coach John Moore of Central calls a timeout. This will be a full timeout. And Rick, at this time, again, we things they do for Central basketball. Again, they're sponsoring us tonight to do the webcast, and they're the ones that are able to bring this game to the Vandy Center here at Center Grove High School last year and this year. So I think the last 3 years, actually. But, again, they do so much.
Yeah, any support that we can get is fantastic. And this year it's really just blossomed with a lot of really great. And you mentioned all those corporate sponsors that we have, and it's just been a fantastic relationship with the program and the basketball levels at all levels.
Back to action, North with the basketball in front, 35-32, 2:50 to play in the ball game.
When you got two guys that can really handle the ball between Baker and Ankney for North, so they're not gonna do anything. And there you go, he takes it to the basket. Ankney does and scores.
For Ankney, 13 points in the ball game, 5-point advantage for North, its largest lead of the ball game.
Nice defense out here by Schmelzley against McComb, who's really been the guy that's been their go-to guy, and Schmelzley's just locking him down right now. McComb gets open. Ooh, just short.
Just rimmed it. Rebound North,
that's
and now
double dribble.
Double dribble. Schmelzley lost control of the ball.
Yep.
Good call. One thing they made McComb do that time, he did have to fake, dribble, and then shoot, where a lot of the other threes he's had tonight were catch and shoot.
Yep.
Make him dribble, and makes it a little bit more of a difficult shot. From the corner, catch and shoot. Off the mark by Wilson, but it goes to McComb. This time a catch and shoot, and then he drains the three. 17 points for Ethan McComb. It's a 2-point lead for North, 37-35.
That's all off of the second shot as well, and credit Caden York for getting the offensive rebound and then passing it out to McComb for a wide open three, and he drained another one.
That's the first basket for Central here in the fourth quarter. It was a 6-0 run for North, and Ankney tries a three. It's short on the putback attempt. It doesn't go for Messer. Ball out of bounds. It belongs to North.
Yeah, it looked like Messer might have got a hit on the arm there, but a good job of staying with it after the missed shot, and Central knocked it out of bounds.
37-35.
Barn burner here,
Central trails North by 2. We got 1:26 to play in the 7th grade contest, and got a foul here against Central.
Foul on Ethan Watt, I believe, holding Ankney. Not a bad foul because Ankney had good position inside.
6-team foul against Central. Next one, North will be shooting one in the bonus. Ankney, some nifty moves. Baker. And now Coach Moore said, pressure the ball. North in front by 2, down to 1:10 in the game. Again, they're running that 3-man weave. They're working some clock here. Baker in trouble, triple teamed, and he's fouled. Looked like Wilson got him.
Yeah, Owen was getting in a little no man's land there, but did get grabbed on the arm, so it's going to be bonus. I believe they called that on the floor.
So is this 1-1?
Yeah, it is a bonus.
17 fouls against Central, and he missed the free throw. Maybe not a bad foul. And now what do we have? Following the rebound
on Tyler House, which only the third or fourth team foul, I believe, for North. So
second foul against Tyler House, only the third team foul against Central. And Coach John Moore called fourth team here in the second half.
Well, just supporting their classmates and just a great environment for basketball.
Central with the basketball. Full court pressure by North. As we see Central down by 2. They break the press. Inside a minute to play in the fourth. 50 seconds to play. McComb, he's been hot. Good pressure, and now McComb throws it out on top, and it's saved
by Robertson.
Nearly was over and back. Central needs a basket to tie. A three-pointer puts them up by 1. McComb, left-handed dribble. McComb tonight, 17 points. Leading scorer in tonight's ball game, and the ball nearly got away from Watt. He tracks it down.
They might look at getting a timeout.
McComb takes a tough shot, tried to bank in the three. It's off the mark, goes out of bounds. At last touch, North. It will be Central basketball.
I think that's a good call. It went off of Garrett Messer's foot, even though Robertson was chasing after it. But I think a good call. Central will retain possession. Be interesting to see. He's not going to call timeout. We're going to let him play and see what happens.
19 seconds left to play in the ball game. Out on top, that's Watts. Down the lane, runner, good.
Got it.
His first basket, and we're tied at 37 apiece. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4. Ankney lean-in shot is short. 1 second save. Last second shot doesn't get it off. Overtime. 37-37 is our score. North had a chance. Ankney, that lean-in shot, just couldn't get it to go, and we're tied at 37, and great time.
And Robinson, Gilliam, Wright, Murphy, and Doyle to start the overtime here. Central's got their starting 5 in there.
And the tip controlled, maybe by Central. They finally get it to McComb. Three-pointer, good! Big basket by McComb. He's got 20 points. He's the leading scorer in tonight's game, and Central takes a 40-37 lead. 2:35 to go in overtime. Gilliam, high left side. He's open for a 3, and it's short. Rebound Central. He had a good look at it. Hit one earlier. High left side, shot fake by Wilson. Drives the lane, missed it. Rebound being tipped around. Wilson gets it back.
Yeah, Robertson did a good job of keeping it alive, and Wilson got the offensive rebound.
Coach Moore instructing his team, keep moving that ball. Go for the high percentage shot. Again, they're in front by 3. They just want to work clock. 1:55 to go in overtime. 7th grade bragging rights at stake between Central and North. Central by 3. Thanks to a McComb three-pointer. Good defense by Gilliam on McComb. McComb gets away. Behind the back pass to Robertson. How patient can Central be? Again, they're just working a lot of clock. And now McComb tries a runner in the lane. It's off the mark. Not the shot that Coach Moore wanted. And a timeout called by Coach Kelly Round of North to allow his 5 starters back into the ballgame.
Yeah, he wants those guys back in there. The Ankney and Baker in there, and Schmelze and House and Messer.
Stay tuned. Up next will be the 8th grade contest between Central in front by 3 over North.
Great ball game, great atmosphere, Kevin. Just and you know, a great thing about this as well is, I mean, all these kids have played with each other, you know, throughout their elementary school days and in Indy hoops and that kind of stuff, and you haven't seen anything chippy. You haven't seen anything where, you know, guys are shoving each other or anything like that. And a lot of times you'll see in a rivalry game some of that stuff, and you know, the respect that these kids have for each other. It's a credit to their coaches and a credit to you know, their parents for the fact that they're raised right, and these guys have done a good job of just sticking to basketball and playing a high level of basketball tonight.
So the scoring summary tonight: Central led 10-7. Now we're in overtime, and McComb hit a 3 for Central. So the Central Trojans lead at 40-37. North, though, now with the basketball with 1:25 to play in OT. 3-man weave out on top. Ankney down the lane. Back to Baker. Trying to see if they can get a 3, and they do. Ankney swishes it. 16 points for Ankney, and we're tied at 40 apiece.
Clutch shot by Marcus there. Just, and they got to reach in, but they still are only that's the 4th team foul, so still a couple fouls to give, so just trying to reach in and get a steal.
Rick, I'm so impressed with both teams' efforts tonight. Hard to believe Central 7-6, just one game over 500, and North 4-5, one game under 500. They don't play like teams that are around that 500 mark. They're putting it all out there tonight.
Yeah.
McComb was open for a split second. They go underneath, shot up and good. Great ball movement.
Great pass by Robertson to York underneath.
He gets his first basket. Central 42, North 40. 40 seconds to play in overtime. Ankney leans in, banks it in. Way to use the glass, young man. 18 points for Ankney. Knotted at 42 apiece. 30 seconds to play in overtime.
Wilson for 3.
Wide open.
Got it. Big shot. Just big shot after big shot by both of these teams. Wow, what a ball game.
Wilson with 9 points. 45-42.
Need to match him.
Missed it. Rebound Central.
Yeah, they're going to have to foul. They got a lot of fouls left to give.
8 seconds left. That will be the team's 5th foul. They still got to foul 2 more times, so their best try at it will be to get a steal. And Coach John Moore is asking for a timeout as his team in front. See how long they have between games. Usually they put up about 10 to 15 minutes between games. Let's see what happens here. 8 seconds left in overtime.
So here's the problem with North is they've still got, and they got one more foul will be a bonus. So not too bad there. It only took about 1.2 seconds off the clock. So they need another quick foul here, and then they got to hope for a miss down here at the other end on the free throws.
Timeout!
Coach Moore takes a 30-second timeout, head coach of Central.
Whatever, you've got, hey, you remember that ball game, but I mean, both of these teams, nothing to be ashamed of. What a great ball game, back and forth, and it's just been a fun game.
Quick foul before the inbounds pass, I believe, maybe a holding foul.
Yeah, it was Schmelzy was trying to deny Ethan McComb the ball, so Ethan will be at the line shooting a bonus, and I can't imagine Central wants somebody else at the line more than Ethan. He's been on fire all night.
First time to the free throw line tonight for Ethan McComb. He's got 20 points in the contest.
6.8 seconds remaining. McComb drains it.
4-point advantage. So that's a 2-possession lead here for Central. Coach Moore telling his team, don't foul, don't want to give up that 3-pointer and then one. McComb's next free throw is also good. 5-point lead for Central, 47-42. Here comes North. Ankney will try a 3, back point no good, and that's your ball game.
That's the ball
game. 47-42, Central over North in the 7th grade rivalry game in overtime. Fantastic finish. Great effort by both teams.
Oh, what a fantastic game. Just like we said, no one should hang their heads in shame here. Both teams going back and forth. Big shots on both sides. Wilson hits the huge 3 with about 20 seconds to go to in a tie game to put Central up by 3, and then they held on. But, I mean, Ethan McComb was huge all night. Ankney on the other end, Ankney and Baker, kept North into the ball game. But what a great ball game by both teams, and they both should be very proud of themselves.